defeated Tanzanian counterpart in a must-win second leg encounter in Ibadan. The Eagles began scoring in the second half with a free kick, while Captain Makonjola's success penalty, which hit the woodwork and touched the Tanzanian goalkeeper before getting into the back of the net. Recall that in the first game, Nigeria drew 1-1, that is the home ground in Tanzania, and they also won 3-1 on aggregate as they await their next opponent. I will be expecting to see the Nigerian side doing so well. We saw many others coming out to show support to the Olympic Eagles also, but let's quickly move away from that one to other stories. All right, to other stories, I think you're talking about support. Ahmed Musa gave them 500,000 naira for every goal scored, so it means they actually have 1 million naira from Ahmed Musa, who supported them after scoring 2 goals with 1 million naira. Away from that, in the CAF Women Champions League, the second edition, Bayelsa Queens representing Nigeria, and of course, the West African side will be taking on defending champions later today. That's by Mamelodi Sundowns in their first game of the 2022 CAF Women's Champions League in Morocco. Aside from being Bayelsa Queens' first taste of action in the tournament, the fixture will also rekindle the Nigeria-South Africa rivalry as usual. But Bayelsa Queens taking on Mamelodi Sundowns in Group B will also see, winner of the Egyptian League, Wadi Degla, and of course TP Mazembe all playing in this one. What is the chances of Bayelsa Queens? Well, Bayelsa Queens also are the winners of the Nigerian Professional Football League. Yes. So when you mention the Egyptian side as the winners, someone who does not know might be scared. All these teams are actually winners of their leagues. Yes. So I think when it comes to the Nigerian side, they always have they are not always having the advantage when they clash with a South African side. And so although when it comes to female competition, we see the male side in Ghana, they always have an upper hand in over Nigeria. But for the women, the South African side always have the upper hand. But let's see how this competition will play out. But we expect to see positive results coming from the Bayelsa Queen, especially what they showcased down here in Nigeria. All right, away from that one now, let's let you know in the world of handball here in Nigeria, the Prudent Energy handball competition going down in Lagos at the University of Lagos complex. Defending champions Kano Pillars are on course for a successful title defense as they won their 19th game, defeating the Winner Kings 30-14 on Sunday in the league. Pillars are yet to drop a point, and Sunday's win against Owena serves as a boost to their confidence with 3 games to the end of the competition. They will be taking on Niger, and yes, the Niger side today, and of course they are taking the lead. Niger already have dropped some points. Do you feel Niger might actually end their Kano Pillars unbeaten run? Well, the Kano Pillars, this is not the first time they are doing it. They have the experience. Recall that they are the defending champions of the competition, and so going in against the Niger United side, let's not forget that the Niger side got a win over the Lagos side, that is Toje Marine Academy, yes, 23-17. But I think going to this competition, Kano Pillars still have what it takes, because if you check the squad, most of the players that were in the squad that won the last edition, they are still in this edition, and so they just keep getting better by the day. But I'm still tipping the Kano Pillars, but let's see what the other results will play on today, because Kada Stars will be taking on the Police Machine also, while in the women's category we'll see the other actions also in the handball Premier League. Like we said, only 3 games to the end of the competition. Of course, we just hope Kano Pillars might still win it, or probably another team will come up, because we've seen impressive performance all through from the Kano-based handball team. Away from that, let's go straight to the international scene, where current champion Max Verstappen has said he is not interested in statistics, but he knows enough about them to understand the magnitude of what he achieved in the Mexico City Grand Prix on Sunday. Verstappen's 14th victory of the year, of a year that has simply rolled over and surrendered to him and his Red Bull team, set a new landmark in Formula One history, breaking the record for wins in the season first set by Michael Schumacher with Ferrari in 2004. 9 years on from that, Verstappen's predecessor at Red Bull, Sebastian Vettel,
equaled his hero's achievements in 2013, and now another 9 years on, Verstappen himself has smashed the record and is almost certain to take it even higher in the final 2 races of the season. We'll move away from that particular story now to other stories on the international scene, as we get to let you know that Dutch midfielder, as a German midfielder, Toni Kroos, for the first time in his career was sent off as unbeaten Real Madrid went top of La Liga thanks to a dramatic draw with Girona. Vinicius Junior slid Federico Valverde's low cross into an empty net to give Madrid the lead, but veteran Christian Stuani equalized from the spot with his first touch following a Marco Asensio handball. Well, going with this one, this tells you that from all indication, a draw was fair for Real Madrid, to actually go back top of the table. But for Toni Kroos, it was a dismissal for him after he was dismissed in injury time for Real. On the other side now, Stuani becoming the oldest man, the oldest to score against Real Madrid, 6 years of age.
Well, congratulations to Stuani for making that wonderful impact.
All right, they're fighting by 4 goals to 1. And of course, we saw Liverpool losing to Leeds United. Unai Emery was welcomed to the 4-0 defeat against Newcastle at the St. James Park, while Arsenal, Bukayo Saka defeated Nottingham Forest 5-0 at the Emirates Stadium. The match which out due to an injury.
At the weekend, they thrashed Nottingham Forest 5 goals to nothing, while we saw the same Nottingham Forest defeating a team like Liverpool. And so when they clash on Arsenal take on Chelsea, is going to be a game to look out for. But let's see what happens. But I'm still tipping the Arsenal side to get a win over the Chelsea side.
All right, this is the size of feet today. But before we go, let's into the fact that Paris Saint-Germain star Lionel Messi has been tipped the French League One Player of the Month, and of course he won the Man of the Match award after a stunning performance against Troyes on Saturday. Sergio Ramos assisted Messi, and this actually is his first assist to Messi, as Ramos becomes the first PSG player to actually play 30 games unbeaten. Well, many thanks for staying with us on today's edition of the Sports Recap. Let's do this again some other time. I am Richard Badung.
And I am Aidnan.